Hello, this is JilliBling of JilliBling.com, and I thought we would make this card today. I made the same type of card in all kinds of different greens and peacocks and maybe kind of aqua colors earlier, right when the catalog came out, so I guess that was in June, and it was so beautiful. I used the gold hoop and I loved it. But I've had so many positive comments on how pretty that card is. I thought I'd like to do one in fall. I was even talking with someone who I just met or who became a subscriber, and I mentioned I'm going to do one in fall, and she goes, "Oh, I'd love to see that." So what do you think? Here it is. I'm going to do this as a swap card, and then also I cut enough for about 10 for a traveling box. So if you see this, if you want the box, RSVP as soon as you can, because I'm sure the 10 will be gone soon. So this is used as a stamp set, Forever Fern. And then to add in a few more words, I'll put fancy phrases in the box. We'll be using 2 die sets, Painted Labels and Forever Flourish. And the painted labels is for this circle. Let me see. I've got one right here. Right there. So that's for painted labels. That will do the metallic circle. And this is just an alternate to buying that ring, which the ring is really nice, but it's only in gold. And so we could do this in any of the colors of foil. And then of course, all of the greenery on here has a die to cut it out. And then this is from Stitch Shapes, and that's for this square right here. And of course, use washi tape to hold your dies down, because when they shift, that's a problem. Okay, so I showed you 3 different varieties, and you can stamp things in any color. This one doesn't need to be stamped in any particular color. Anything you do, it's just fine. It all looks really pretty. Well, you know what? I did one of them and I had all kinds of different colors in it, and it was a little bit too crazy. Let me see if I can find it. So all these are going to my Carolyn swap. So most of them are the same. Oh, this one right here. Okay, so I have Cajun Craze. I think this is Cherry Cobbler, Mossy Meadow, Pumpkin Pie, Bumblebee, Espresso, and that became, in my mind, too crazy. I kind of like how it has like the double. So then I just toned down all the colors and made them mostly neutral except for Cajun Craze and Mossy Meadow. But Mossy Meadow, I guess that is a neutral. But I wanted to calm it just a little bit because it's getting out of control. Okay, Carolyn swap. I'm all done with you. These are coming your way, Carolyn. Okay, ready to get started? What do I have here? Oh, and many of my stamp pads are out at traveling boxes, so I'm relying on little spots. I get plenty of spots from Paper Pumpkin, but if I don't have a spot, I get unink spots. You're like, what color is that? That tells me it's really espresso. Suede. This one I just made up. Sahara Sand. Crumb Cake. Oh, and a new color. For anyone that gets this box, you may think it's Crumb Cake, but silly me, I re-inked it with espresso. And I tried to get the espresso out just by blotting it many times and re-inking it with Crumb Cake. It kind of worked. So this color in here is Crumpresso. Yeah, you'll see. It's kind of pretty. A few girls really like it. This paper is for stamping all of the Forever greenery on it. Stamping the words. Embossing folder. This is done in Subtle. So I'll run that through. This is for the inside. So when you get the kit, there's 2 different sizes of foil paper, and there's a few different colors in there. There's copper, there's silver, and gold. The 2 sizes, one of them is for this die, and Smart Stampin' Up! Gives us 4 of things they know we want many of. Look at that. So, 1 pass through your machine. What did my dad call it the other day? He called it the hot shot. 1 pass through the hot shot, and they're all cut. This one has no cutting. This one is the layer for right here, right behind that stitched shape square. Okay, and you're probably wondering, what am I holding this on? I'll tell you about that. So this right here is vanilla. That's the base paper. This is the new, well, I stuck that on. Maybe I shouldn't have. This is the new magnetic, I don't know if you'd call it a plate, but this side is just for running it through. This side is a self-healing side, and it works really good. The only thing is after using it just for this project, including those swaps, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit warped. Ooh, yeah. It's really warped. And it's not like I can flip it over. Well, check this out. Well, I hope I'm using the right side. That doesn't look very self-healing to me. You can't flip it over to flatten it out. But these pieces, they do stick. The magnet isn't quite as strong as the old one, but they do hang on in place. The old magnetic plate, it had like little 1/2-inch magnets randomly. So if you put it right here, this magnet might be fighting with that one, and you'd set it down on your paper and it would jump around. So this one is a great improvement over that. It's great improvement that it's self-healing. I guess it's doing its job. It's just the only thing I'm not so thrilled about is the warping. So I'm not sure how often I'll be using this at class, but I think I'll use it at home. Wonder if I could, that's making it look flatter. Okay, on to the project. Okay, so I will cut the pieces we stamp in just a minute with this. Okay, what do we have? That's just a layer. This is a circle right here. Punch out the extra pieces. Oh, I changed new garbage can. Is that cute? It's getting close to Halloween. It's October. Okay, so fold this in half. And, you know, I have a little mess going on here. Hold on. Pieces, pieces. This will be my sample. Okay. Straightened out. Here is the textured using subtle. I'm going to put that on with dimensionals, and I'll use more dimensionals than normal just because the embossing folder does a great job, and it kind of breaks down the fibers, so it's a little bit more than your average flexible. So using more dimensionals will help. So I'll use 6, maybe 8. Okay, 8. There's 7. Eight. Okay, so that will go right on top. Okay, And next is this foil paper, and whatever color foil you choose, and hopefully it's not sticking. Okay. That one sticks. I wonder what the difference is. Now put this right in the middle. And then this is the stitched shape square. And when you get the paper, if you don't remember that it needs to be run through the machine, when you put it on top, it will be the same exact size. That's not going to work. So make sure to run this through the machine. Not that you would forget or anyone else has forgot. Okay, we're getting there. Words. How about a sweet little hello? Hello in Cajun. Perfect. So I will cut that out with my little mini paper cutter. Okay, and so we're done with hello paper. This is going to be inside. This paper is for stamping this lovely stamp set. Okay, Cajun. I like those little ball things. I'm sure all these plants have a name, but I have no idea what they are. Very pretty. So done with that. I don't think I have any repeats. How about espresso for this one? So Stampin' Spots, it's nice that Stampin' Up! Sells them uninked, and if you have the re-inker, you could probably stamp on forever with them. But it takes a little bit more effort in inking them, but in a small space, you have lots and lots of your inks. I have mine in, well, here I could show you. So I put mine in the cases, and on the side, regals, neutrals, bolds, and then I put a few extra. Where do I have my extra? Oh, this is what uninked spot looks like. Nothing on it. That one, pumpkin pie, cherry cobbler, nothing. Raspberry, I need to put a dot on here. But it's just nice so you could see what they are. And all of these came from Paper Pumpkin. I've been a subscriber for a little while now. Look at there. I have 3 navies. Okay. Boy, I get off track easy. Okay, so this one, let's put it in Compresso. You'll see what this color looks like. It's kind of a mistake for right now. What do you think? It's just a deep crumb cake color. Okay, and how about this one in Mossy? Ooh, you know what? This is a brand new pad. Nice and pretty for you. If ever you have a pad and when I opened it, it's like, holy cow, that takes effort. Take a little tea light candle and fix it. Okay, so now it's open. So right here on this track, even though there's really nothing to see, I'm just going to wipe this on a few times. Oh, and make sure you do white or clear, because I think one time Mama was doing chapstick, which is kind of just a wax, but it was pink. It was tinted, and then she had pink on the side. I don't know that she minds, but see, that's a lot smoother. Okay, back on task. Mossy Meadow. That's pretty. If ever your ink pad is too inky, you won't get that good of an image with the distinctive stamps. So looking at these, this one is perfect. This one is good. That one's too much. That's too much ink. And if it really drives you crazy, you can take, I don't know if I want to show you this. I'm not going to do it. Take something, maybe a chopstick or a popsicle stick, wipe across here with just a little bit of pressure. You'll get a big old line of ink right there. Then go ahead and do this, and you'll get a really good stamped image. And then when you're done with that, you can take the ink and put it right back over, smooth it all out, if you want to do that. But if you do it with this, it gets all stained. Does it sound like I'm speaking from experience? Like I've done that before? Okay, so I know that there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 2 little guys, these here. So I'll do one of them in soft suede. And like I said, you could do any colors. Anything you like is fine. Perfect. And the other one I'll do it sand. I do have a real crumb cake here rather than compresso. Alrighty. Done with all that. So go there. Get all these off to the side. They're all dirty. Hey, aren't those cool? I love this stamp set. This is my favorite stamp set, I think. Okay, I'm running them through the machine. They're done. And if ever, when you're cutting, it isn't perfectly straight, you can use your scissors to trim it out, but I stamped on vanilla. This is going to lay on top of vanilla, so it's not really like I'll see vanilla on top of vanilla. It just kind of blends in. Okay, so to assemble, just adhesive on here. I'll put that right in the middle. What part do I like? How about that part? And then take these pieces. I really don't want to do these 2 together because to me that's resemblant of Christmas. And I'm not ready to go to Christmas quite yet. So how about this one's dropping down? How about here and here? Then this one, oh, I like how this one goes. It swooshes this way. Well, here I am again, making it Christmassy. Things are never easy. No, that gets in the, this one really needs to be over here. Okay, well, Christmassy it is. To me it looks very fall. It's okay. So have these kind of laid out where you think they look good, and then stick them on using dimensionals. So these 2, It's Friday. Do you have any fun weekend plans? I have class tomorrow at Mama's. And then Sunday is a stay-home day. I love stay-home days. This one it's showing. Can't have it showing. And then I'm just going to frame the circle. Maybe I'll have it go up this way a little bit. Okay, looking good. Sticking them together. Okay. I want it to stay on the card. I don't want the leaf to come off over the edge. Okay, so what's next? Next is, you know, see how this one has the hello hanging down? I kind of like that. Let's do something like that. How about this bow? That looks very autumn. And an acorn trinket. So, looking at this, I need a little something here. So I have one in suede. I don't know if I want the suede to be next to the compresso. So, sand. Sand will be over there. Sand doesn't care. Okay, looking good. I use a glue dot for the bow. Trim up the ends. Make it look pretty. And attach the hello. So I'll do that with a glue dot under the H and a dimensional under the O. And I'm going to try to cover up some of these little ends. Maybe. I see lots of ends right there. Okay, that's looking good. And then to attach this, I could put a piece of linen thread or something through it. And then what would I tie it to? I don't know. So what I've been doing is taking a glue dot and this part, the cap with all the texture, I put the glue dot in it, kind of roll it around. If I were just to push it, it wouldn't stick. When I lift the acorn off, it would leave the glue dot behind. Okay, so that's kind of rolled over there. I'm going to take this, kind of push it into place, and it holds on just fine. Isn't that cute? I love this card. I love it as much as the green one with the gold hoop. Okay, there's one more piece, one more spot, one more bit. So when I cut out my circle, I had extra paper and I cut out all of these from the extra paper. If you have the box, you're probably wondering what you're talking about. I'm going to show you. So here's the die. See, this is why my videos always go long. I talk too much. Okay, so the small paper is for here. I should somehow put those together. And the big paper, if I were to put this on here and push it way down into the corner, see how I have plenty of extra room for those extra greenery pieces. Okay, back on task. Glue dots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I'm putting the glue dot right underneath this first group of branches. Just one. It's nice if the top part of this little branch kind of sticks up. And you know, sometimes the dies, they create these little raised areas, which is, it's necessary because if you can't get the paper out of the die, you put your scissors or pokey in and that's what will pop the paper out. But if it bugs you, you can take your embossing folder and just kind of flatten it out. You'll get out 90% of it. Also on this, I noticed some texturing because my plate is not brand new. It will help with that too. Okay, so Bo is in. He is over there snoring, like really loud. If I be quiet, tell me if you can hear him snoring. Of course, then he stops. He's like, don't talk about me. He has this little, from his accident years ago, he has this little raw spot on his hip. And that boy has been like kind of OCD, messing with the spot. It was perfectly healed up. Well, it was from the accident many years ago. He got a little blackberry bush scrape on it. So just a little scrape. He turned it into the whole thing being an ouchie. So, got him in a cone, he went to the vet, he got some doggy downers, and he was fine. So then, now he's kind of obsessed with it. If there's a fly, he thinks the fly is going to be getting his, we call it his itch, his little raw, and it's just a hairless spot. But all summer, now, we haven't been able to keep that thing without a licked raw deep ouch on it. Well, that didn't come out very good. Anyhow, so the reason I say that is because you know me and my online shopping. Today he's getting a pair of pants and through Amazon. And Amazon the manufacturer says, if you can't keep your pants up, get some suspenders. Okay, I'm dressing my dog. He's going to have pants and suspenders later tonight. Kind of embarrassed, but I'm kind of happy because right now he's in a, it's kind of like an airplane pillow instead of a cone. The cone, he's a terror with it. Pushes the door, he'll come up behind you to sniff and he'll take you out because he'll push the cone into the back of your legs. He's just a crazy boy. So, this airplane pillow around his neck doesn't let him get to it. But he's not happy at all. So, I have high hopes for the dog wearing pants. I can't believe I'm one of those people. Clothing. A hound dog. It's wrong. Okay, so as I was telling my story, just stamp a little on the inside, whatever you like. There, now you don't have to write very much. Messy, messy, messy. Okay, so if I get him in his suspenders. Oh, did I do this the right way? Yes. I'll post a picture. There it is. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Send me a message if you want the traveling box. And if you haven't already, hit the little subscribe button. And then whenever I post a video, you'll get it directly to you right away. I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. This is JilliBling. Everything used here today, I'll put it on my blog, which is JilliBling.com. Okay, thanks. Bye.